Hey everybody, welcome to the 2021 channel update. And this is pretty significant because it is also my 10-year anniversary. I've done this show for 10 years now, which is, wow, incredible to think about. So much has gone on in my own personal life, and then obviously through the channel it has morphed and changed, and I think it's the best it has ever been. And speaking of which, so let's go into some changes that you may have already noticed. The first big one is that Mixing with the Geek is its own channel now. After talking with a YouTube guru person, it just made the most sense to kind of keep it separate because of the way that YouTube analytics works and all that kind of stuff. Because it's a totally different video genre, it just didn't make sense to keep it on Vinyl Rewind, which is more music based, obviously. So now it's its own channel. You can go ahead and subscribe. And I will be, actually all the videos are now linked to these new versions. I kind of cleaned up a lot of the older versions, and sort of, in some cases I made them a little shorter, in some cases I gave them a little bit more breathing room. But overall, everything's over there now. Another big change is that I'm moving away from consistent uploads every week. Now that doesn't mean I won't ever do that again. It's just, I just noticed, let me go back a little bit. So when I originally started doing that, that was a best practice. That was a way to help grow a channel, was to have consistent weekly uploads. And so that's where a lot of this other programming came about, like Pick of the Week, Mixing with the Geek, and I'm blanking on some other ones. But that's where all that came about, because those were in essence easier to make, and also, oh yeah, awesome finds as well. But what I started realizing in the last couple of years is that, I was kind of sometimes not breaking my back, but like exerting myself quite a bit to maintain this quota. And those videos, a lot of those other videos don't do as well as my more in-depth videos, my reviews, my making ofs, my video essays, if you will. So those take longer, they do better, and in some ways I was kind of hurting myself by trying to, because this is what would happen. I would, get head deep in like say Pink Floyd The Wall, and I'd be researching and writing, and then it's like, all right, Tuesday's a couple days away, I got to come up with something for this week. And so then all my focus would then leave that research and writing, and it would go into this other video, and I'd put it up, and it's like, cool. And then I go back to the other thing. So in some ways it was sort of holding me back a bit from producing these more in-depth videos, these videos that by and large the majority of you enjoy more. And also it's a way to attract new viewers to the channel. I'm still going to be doing a lot of these other videos, I just may not be doing them as much. As you've already probably noticed with Awesome Finds, I slowed that down quite a bit, and that's partly because 2020 I just wasn't buying a lot of records. And so yeah, that's that. Another thing you may have noticed is that Pick of the Week is no longer a thing, and that was kind of twofold. One, the sponsor stopped wanting to sponsor it, and then the other thing was it was kind of a lot of effort into something that could be a hit or a miss. It was very inconsistent, and I realized I don't think my strong suit is a tastemaker. I don't think I'm a tastemaker in the essence of some of the other YouTubers out there. So I just thought, I don't necessarily enjoy it. It was a lot of extra work that didn't always come back in the way of views. So it will kind of sort of exist, but as first impressions. So I will continue to do my first impressions video, which is in essence a loose review of usually current albums or at least new releases. So most recently, I think it was the Flaming Pie reissue by Paul McCartney. That was a first impressions video. So check that out if you haven't already to get an idea of what I mean by that. But basically, it's just sort of my initial thoughts. I also did that for the Slow Rush by Tame Impala. So those are a little bit more off the cuff, informal. They don't require as much research and analytical detail as, say, my other reviews, like for Animals and the Gorillaz. So I'm hoping that by not holding myself to these, weekly uploads, I'm able to devote more time into the videos that I can tell most of you want to see more of. And also it will give me more time to have a life outside of this channel. And as I get older, I just realize that's really important, I don't know if I'll be doing this for another 10 years, and I want these next 10 years to have a lot of other, I want to travel a little bit again once we're all able to travel again and that sort of a thing. So I do want to take more time out for myself and spend time with my wife and my family and friends. But like I said, I'm not slowing down. You just might not see as many videos a week, but there might be bursts of videos that you will see that will be every week. That's pretty much in a nutshell what's going to happen. Is no more pick of the week, no more consistent weekly uploads, although you will sometimes see me doing weekly uploads. It just depends. And then you hopefully will be seeing more reviews, more makings of, and more video essay type videos, like for instance the Paul is dead conspiracy theory. And speaking of that, upcoming videos. So I have one on the Elvis conspiracy theory, which I find fascinating. And the other big one, and this is part of my 10th anniversary, is that I will be revisiting Pink Floyd, The Dark Side of the Moon. Now, back when I made my initial video, that was not really written by me. I had some input on it. We were trying different things. And as much as I love that video, it did attract a lot of eyes early on to the channel, and it was rather polarizing. Some people got it, a lot of people didn't get it. And truth be told, I don't really feel like I did that album justice. A lot of that voice was coming from another writer. And this is just something I've been thinking about for years now, going back and really doing that album justice and really telling you how I feel about that record. So that's the big thing I have planned for the 10th anniversary. You might be seeing some 10th anniversary merchandise. I'll be honest, I've with everything else going on in 2020, I didn't put a lot of effort into planning cool things. But if there's anything specific that you're interested in, please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And other than that, Happy New Year, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy. And I look forward to bringing you a lot of great content this year. Oh, that's the other thing I almost forgot. More live streams. I will do monthly live streams. So you will be seeing me less in terms of pre-recording per month, but you will be seeing me more and in a live setting. So I think that's the trade-off. Less weekly uploads, but you'll be seeing more of the content you want, plus monthly live streams. So that's cool. I will probably do a more formal announcement about when those will go live, but most likely these will happen on Sundays. All right, everybody. That should do it all for this channel update. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm your Vinyl Geek, and I'll catch you on the flip side.